Welcome back to the Three Parallels Podcast with your host, the Dr. Jason Branch, where we rediscover who we were, we embrace who we are, and we make room for who we're trying to become. Today, I got a show for you. But for those watching, for those listening, thank you for listening. You can't see what's going on right now because I'm taking my glasses off. And for those watching, thank you for watching because I'm doing some different things in real time and just figuring it out as I go and taking you on this journey with me. So I decided to shoot this video and record this podcast in my car because I love self-care. I love nature. I love connecting with me and things that are larger than me. So what's larger than me right now, I'm sitting in my car in front of a huge mountain that's way bigger than me, that's in front of a mountain way bigger than it is. And as I mentioned in the last couple episodes, that's how I connect. When I feel small in these big places, it makes me feel real big. It makes everything around me seem so small and insignificant because there's so much out here like this that man cannot make. In between these mountains, there's a landing strip. So you'll hear planes go by. And I'm in my car and it's a little hot. It's 74 degrees to be exact in San Diego. It's beautiful. And I'm at the random airstrip about to see one of my mentees, which you'll see later too. Again, taking you on a journey. And this is what I do before I get ready to do the thing that I do. But I decided to do the thing that I would do by myself with you. And that's process what I was trying to do for the episode that's going to be an episode. That is this episode that you listen to right now. Yes, indeed. I'm going to talk about me. Who else I'm going to talk about? I'm talking about you and me. That's it. That's all we talk about. You and me and whoever I have on the show. I just want to talk about facts. You can believe whatever you want. Okay? I'm finna to give you me. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But this conversation that we're about to have, because it's not even an episode, it's a conversation, it's an experience that we're about to have together, because together we're going to have an experience. How do I know? I don't know what's about to happen. I have no idea. And you know what? I don't care. What I do know is, honey bun. What I do know is, for those who are listening, I just opened my sunroof and closed it back. I thought it might be some clouds, but it's a little heat. I don't need that. So it's nice, it's air conditioned. I'm in the comfort of my own vehicle, watching planes take off and land, looking at these mountains, watching the winds blow these palm trees around me. It's a beautiful sight that I curated, just like I'm curating these experiences for you every episode. It's for you specifically. I need you to know that. It's not a coincidence, not a mistake. It's a breadcrumb. It's a pebble in the pond that's going to make ripples that's going to change your life. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. I'm confident about it because I have too much evidence to prove that what I'm talking about works. Story time. So, as a therapist, I love what I do. This episode is not sponsored by Chick-fil-A, but it will be. Thank y'all. As I sip my Chick-fil-A lemonade. It's a new lemonade out, y'all, for those who don't know. Go and get that new dragon fruit pomegranate ranch lemonade from Chick-fil-A. That's not sponsored by this podcast yet, but it will be. So, as a therapist, I love my job. I love my job because doing my job helps me become better as a person. Personally, the better I get as a person, the better I get as a therapist. The better I get as a therapist, the better I get as a person. So it's the job, it's the career, it's my passion, career path that is iron sharpens iron. The more I give to it, the more it gives back to me. I don't know any other profession like this where it challenges you to get better at being a better human being, a better person, a different version, a healthier version. And I'm in a place and space where it's like I'm taking advantage of all of it. I don't know any career like this. If you know one, let me know. Shoot me an email, shoot me a text. But I don't know too many careers that if you get good at that, if you get good at life, you get really good at that job. You get really great at the job, you get really great at life. Helping people help themselves. I don't know any profession like it. LeBron, think about LeBron. I don't know any environment where you shooting the ball in the hoop and it helps you change your life. I don't know nothing close. Dribbling gets me closer to graduate. I've never seen it. Now, there are aspects, the job itself, no, but there are aspects of the job that does get you better for life. One, for example, discipline, working out, taking care of his body. LeBron's going to be around for a long time because he takes care of his body. That helps him personally and professionally. It's physical. There's a lot of aspects that do both, but the job itself, you get my point. Shout out to LeBron. Holla at your boy. I want you on the show whenever you get ready. So, fast forward. I have a client that I've been working with for over a year that I am so proud of and I value so much because I love working with people because they're human. We're all human. And what I learned about this profession is any point in time, you can be on either side of the couch. Do with that what you will. At any point in time in life, as a therapist, you can be on either side of the couch. And everybody knows it. We don't talk about it, but I do. Because it's the truth. And sometimes we are on either side of the couch. I'm a black male therapist who has a therapist. I'm a unicorn. Black stallion with a gold horn. I'm out here doing this therapy stuff and getting therapy at the same time. Name somebody else who do it. I'll wait. I ain't got enough time to be waiting. Let's get to it. So I love my job, and I love when I work with clients who are a good fit. Clients for me who are a good fit are clients that I gel with organically, just like people. People that's in my inner circle is gel, it's energy, it's organic. We ain't got to work that hard. So if we talk every 3 months, it's like we talk every day. We don't miss anything when you have intimate, close, healthy, and honest relationships like that. There is nothing in between but space and time. It's not, such and such didn't call, they didn't do this. No, boo-boo. None of that. What it is an organic relationship where there's a mutual understanding of, if we don't talk, that doesn't mean anything about who we are or where we are. Another podcast, another day. But an organic client-therapist relationship is something that is precious. It's something that I've never not noticed. It's kind of like the sweet spot in tennis, or, you hit that hole in one. So those, alley-oop, what I'm saying? Like those really significant moments in sports that you will always remember, like the woman who won the gold, the soccer team, and she slid, took the shirt off. Like that's a memorable moment you'll never forget as long as you live. Whether you saw it in real life or saw a rerun, it was a powerful moment. In sports history and in therapy history, there's those moments too. And I'm in the middle of one that right now I want to share with you. Now, you already know the podcast, who we were, who we are, who we're becoming. This relates to me and the client. So this client, because we want to make sure we maintain confidentiality in these therapy streets. This client we're going to call Jen. Gin. This client enjoys a drink, such as myself. Why? Because we're human. I drink brown. Guess what? Client drinks brown. So it was already an instant connection of culture, right? So this client named Jen, Gin, because we're maintaining confidentiality. I find out drinks brown because our introduction to our first session, we had a consultation. She reached out to me over a year ago. Hey, I saw your info, seemed like a cool guy. Let's do a consultation. I mean, she did it to me the best way. And the best way when finding a new therapist is find a list of people that you may be interested in. Psychology Today, counseling for black men, black women, whatever. Google is great. ChatGPT, not using ChatGPT for therapy, using ChatGPT to find you a therapist, which I'm actually going to do after this episode because I need to upgrade. I need a new therapist now because I'm doing some other stuff we'll talk about throughout the show. And I'm still learning. So let me turn 10 minutes in and we change the game. Boom. You on this journey with me. We figuring it out as we go. Let's go. All right. So back to the main thing, which is the main thing. The first conversation was a consultation. So she reached out. Hey, I want to do a consultation. Let's, I want to talk about the person that I saw. Like I saw I like what I saw, what you were about, what you could do, and how long you've been in the game, blah, blah, blah. You're in Atlanta. Because although I live in California, I still see clients virtually in Georgia, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. So this particular client was in Atlanta. I wanted to get the scoop on you. So we scheduled a consultation. We talked, and it was an instant chemistry. We spoke the same language. We understood the culture. She happens to be a member of the sorority. That's part of my fraternity. Like, she's a AKA. I'm an alpha. It was just instant, like, oh, we good. We good. We good. Like, we fam. We all right. So that love just led to connection with culture. And we knew within the consultation, like, yeah, it's a good fit. I'm ready to work. I like what you're offering. Let's get to work. Boom, scheduled immediately. Next week we dove in, and the first session was just magical. It was easy for both of us. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? How can I help? So as a therapist, my main goal, I'm trying to find out what you want to do. So the best way I can describe it, the analogy that I use is, as a client, you're in the driver's seat. Most people that come see me, they in the trunk of their own car, right? They're in the trunk, don't know where the hell to go. Somebody else driving. And my job is to help you get out of the trunk of your car into the front seat while I'm on the passenger side messing with the radio, holding the map up. The map is the goals of where you want to go. 1, 2, and 3. If it's damn California, New Jersey, New York, wherever you want to go, my job is to help you get there on the passenger side. I will never get in the driver's side of any car that's not mine. Come on. Never. It's not likely. But when we do, that's when it becomes a problem. Because that ain't your car. What you doing in there? So that analogy hit home instantly. Like, yo, we finna go somewhere. We speaking the same language. Music, map, analogy, all that. So we just really connect. It was organic. It's been organic. It's been phenomenal. And it's just grown organically over the years. Excuse me. Here we are years later. And this client, I didn't recognize how impactful and influential she has been for me, although I've been here for her, until I shared the story I'm about to share with you with my sister. We were talking about, therapy and going to therapy and different things like that, and brought up this thought. And I'm like, let's talk about it. So I shared it and didn't realize how impactful it was for me. So I'm going to share it with you because that's what I do. So, with this particular client, it was just easy, and it just felt like this platonic, organic relationship where, come to find out, we have the same birthday, 10 years apart. She's 10 years older, same birthday. So there's this instant cancer connection, and then she's 10 years older. So it's like being able to see somebody 10 years ahead and where I am, and regardless of where we are, it's my job to help this person get from A to B to Z, whatever. So we working together, we doing our thing, and it was just this banter that we would have because of the culture. And if you're part of the culture, you understand the culture. There's things that you can say that somebody will get immediately, and that lets you know, oh, we good. For example, somebody say, and the viral thing that's going on right now is like, and the church said, and then you say whatever it is afterwards. If you don't say amen, then maybe you didn't grow up in a certain church. Or, God is good. How often? God is good all the time, God is good. If you don't know that, then that could mean something. Or food or music or whatever. There's things within the culture that people that's a part of the culture understand it doesn't have to be said. And the things that are said are hilarious, are great, and they're instant connection. So every session we had, there was these things that would come up. It's just like, man, I feel like we're brother and sister from another mister. Like, that's how nice it's been. And it's been completely virtual. And despite we've never been in the same room, never touched each other's skin, never breathed the same air, it feels so connected even working virtually, which to me lets me know, like, I don't care what people say about therapy in person versus virtual. Yes, to me, in person is the best, period. However, and virtual is hands down the next best thing. It's the next best. If I can't have you in person, having you virtual is the next best thing. I don't know anything else that can get you closer. Phone call, yeah, but the video and audio, it's next level. So there's just been this build, and it's been consistent over the years. Fast forward, me and this client get so well connected that the things that I'm sharing, the concepts, the principles, the ideas, just picking them up and going. What are we talking about? 3 parallels. Who you were, who you are, who you becoming. So I'm giving those things, and every week, giving them out, I'm getting back feedback. And this client is growing and changing in real time, and I'm seeing it in real time. I'm growing and changing in real time as a therapist, because this client challenged me in a lot of ways I've never been challenged. Because it was so easy and organic, it's like, oh man, this client is moving and ready. Like, I need to be moving and ready as well. Because I haven't seen a client progress at this level in the depth, because it was emotional and cognitive. So you're doing both. Real quick, I'm a teacher by trade. I believe we all live in three layers of your house. Your house is the attic, the living room, the basement. The attic is where you spend most of your time, in your head. Living room is where you at, personally, professionally, authentically. The basement, where you don't go. That's where the drama, and all things that happen between you and your mama, that's where it's at. So we don't go down there. There's a padlock on there. However, when you do spend time in that basement and you do the work, and then you come hang out in the living room and you stop spending some time in the attic and you can just be present, you grow in ways that you never could have grown before. And I've seen it, I've experienced it, and it's amazing. So watching this client grow, I'm growing at the same time, where we got really close to where this client felt comfortable enough to call me on my shit as much as I call her out on hers. When appropriate. When it was appropriate. Now, self-disclosure, all these, there's still rules and laws of how we do therapy. But how can I offer things? How can I give this client something and I'm not able to receive it myself? So that's when the door opened, where I gave the client great space and patience in her process, that it was a mutual agreement that she can call me out on mine if I'm able to call her out on hers when appropriate, which we agreed to. Once that agreement happened, things started to shift, where the client, Jen, called me out on something that I could not knock, I could not deny, and it was appropriate because it impacted her. Now, when me and Jen first met, this would have never happened, because that Jen isn't the Jen that she was when we had this conversation. She's a different person. And that person that she became, her, capital H-E-R, I ain't talking about the army senior with the guitar. You more than welcome to be on the show when you're ready. Her. But I'm talking about her, the capital version of you. Like, when you become that better version of you, you say things you never said, you do things you never done. That's just how it works. So she felt confident and comfortable enough to call me out when what I did was impacting her. Let me tell you what it did. So years ago, when I first started building my home office, I had my desk office chair was a computer gaming chair. No shade, no disrespect, but it was a gaming chair. But it was nice. It was leather. It was cheap, about $200. Had it for years, and since I've had it over the years, it started breaking down. Like right now, like then, it had a slow leak in it, so the chair would go down. So I would be in session, chairs like this in session, and by the end of the session, I might be right here, right here, trying to have a session. So that was a problem. But guess what? It was my problem. And it was my problem because I'd never dealt with it. I never dealt with the chair with the slow leak. Although I had it for years, it's paid for itself already. I just kept it. And because I didn't want to, the old me being cheap, being stingy, being broke, the old me like, nope, I'm going to keep this chair as long as I can. And I did. So once the slow leaks started happening more and more often, I went to YouTube to find, how do you fix this chair? So I saw all these videos. I'm doing all this research, all this study about how to fix these chairs, and there's ways you can do it. I'm spending time and energy to figure out how to fix this chair, although I didn't do any of the things I researched. So as time went on, this slow leak was happening more often than not, from once or twice in session to the entire session. Looks like I'm double dutching. It was bad, y'all. It was bad. But again, the old me was in charge. So the old me was like, nope, we will find a solution to get this fixed. And I never did for months. Then I have a session with Jen. And the chair situation got so bad, I would give clients a disclaimer. Hey, just FYI, my chair might dip a little bit. Nobody said anything for months. And I'm dipping and dodging in session. And it wasn't until I had a session with Jen. We hopped on a call. Hey, Jen, and I start off usually the same. What's the latest? What's news? How you doing? How you been? And the client just share whatever they want to share. So I open the door. Hey, Jen, how you doing? How you been? What's the latest? What's news? How can I help? And she started sharing what was going on for her. And before you know it, my head was out the half of the screen. And she stopped what she was sharing to say, Dr. Branch. I said, yeah, hey, what's going on? Not recognizing at all that I just pumped my seat back up. I said, Dr. Branch, you know, how long you gonna do this chair thing? Like, she called it out. Like, when are you gonna get you a new chair? Like, that's the comfort that we had. Dr. Branch, like, pure concern. When are you gonna get you a new chair? Because it's going to be hard for me to do this session and tell you what I got to tell you, and you keep popping up a desk. It's going to be hard to do that. And she told me straight up, and I bust out laughing. She laughed, and my laughter was so intense. Like, I'm literally crying laughing because it was so appropriate. It was so funny. It was so right. It was so needed. And we're both laughing, and I'm laughing till I'm crying in tears. And those tears represented 3 versions of me. And the tears represented the current me recognizing that somebody else that I'm working with values themselves so much that they're not going to allow me and my shit to get on to them. Meaning, and she called me out. I know you can afford a new chair. I know what I pay you. I know you can get a new chair. Dr. Branch, you need a new, how long you have? I mean, she called me. She did me to me as a client. And I respected it because it was accurate. And I see how much I impacted her, and she gave it right back to me. So my tears was, wow, I am so proud of this client. My tears were, damn, I'm still cheap and broke. Even though I'm balling. Mentally, I'm cheap and broke. Because she provided facts. Dr. Branch, I know what I pay you every week. You make enough to get a new chair. She's talking facts. She's speaking facts. I couldn't deny it. So those tears were the reality of I'm not being congruent. And I'm not being congruent to a person who's growing more congruent. Congruence is my head aligns with my heart. And she knew she had some things to tell me, and I was distracting her from her process, and she set a healthy boundary. And it shook me to my core. And I told her the old me. Well, you know, I was looking at YouTube videos, and I was going to fix, I'm going to do this and this, that. She stopped me. She did me to me. Stopped me in my shirt. Dr. Branch. And she gave me a look. Dr. Branch. Just like I do my clients. She gave it right back to me. And I couldn't do anything but take it. I took it because it was valid. It was accurate. It was on point. And I needed it. I needed to hear everything that she shared. So as she gave me these facts, as I, weighed my options, I decided right then and there, I said, Jen, you're right. I apologize. This is the last session we'll have with this chair situation. I'm sorry. And I respected and I gave her so much love because of what she did for me that I'm sharing with you. That's progress. That's growth. That's a change. Because if she can do that with her therapist, that means she's doing it at home. She's having difficult conversations with friends, family, parents, and whomever else that she's never had conversations with, to get the courage and confidence to be able to have this conversation with me, a person in authority that she's been working with, that she's paying for a service. Listen, I'm paying for this. I need what I'm paying for, which means I need you to be here and not sink it to the bottom of the screen. And I reveled in it because it was so many layers of who I was, who I am, who I'm becoming, and I saw all 3 in that moment. And the future version of me was, I do deserve a chair. My client just let me know I deserve a chair. The person I'm working with let me know my value and who I am. It's bigger, it's greater than what I see for myself. I deserve a nice chair. And she let me know that. You deserve a nice chair, man. And everything I told her, she gave back to me like a therapist, you know. She said, that's a gamer chair? I thought you don't play games, Dr. Branch. I thought you don't play the games. And she gave me the business. And the rest of the session, I'm in tears and I'm laughing. Both of us are. Because we saw each other by seeing human beings doing human things. No matter me being a therapist, no matter she's being as high as she is on her level where she is, it was a moment where we saw humanness and even how a person who's doing this work is human and flawed just like everybody else. And we saw it, and it was a beautiful moment. And I told her, I was like, all right, I'm going to go. As soon as I get off this call with you, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to give me a new chair. I'm going to go right down the street, give me a new chair. She said, all right, cool. Next session. Thank you. So we finna get ready to get off the call. We finished what we had to do, whatever. We finna get ready to get off the call. And she said, Dr. Branch, I mean it. You know, go to Staples, you know what I'm saying? Go get you a nice chair, man. And she finished, was like, don't go to Home Depot. And I said, how do you know? How did you know? She said, because we're so much alike. I figured, you know, your old self probably still got them, you probably still want to fix it. And she was right. And I told her, I said, Jen, I got the tools in my pocket. Even though I'm telling you I'm going to go, my old self still wants to go to Home Depot and try to get the chair fixed. My future self is like, go to Staples. My current self is like, I don't know what to do. Jen hit me in the head with a honey bun. Said, go get your new chair, man. You deserve it. You deserve it. End of the call. I went, tools in pocket, because my old self was still running the show. But my future self was speaking to me softly, and my current self was just driving. I pull up to the little shopping center, Home Depot on my left, which is right across the street from Staples. And up until the point I get to the intersection where I have to decide, I heard Jen's voice. And she said, now, Dr. Branch, you know, in that mama, auntie, big sister tone, now, Dr. Branch, that's what I heard her say. Now, Dr. Branch, you know better. I heard her say it. And I laughed and I cried again. And I turned into Staples. And I went and bought me a new chair. And I got a nice one too. It's a Sealy Posturepedic Beauty Rest Lazy Boy. It's nice. Nice. And I got it. And it was a proud, happy moment. Like, I do deserve this chair. And I put it in my car. And I took a selfie. A picture of me with the box in the chair in the back seat, and sent it to Jen to let her know how she impacted my life, how she helped me become a better version of me by being a better version of her. And from that moment, our working relationship elevated another layer, another level. I don't know any other profession like this. I'm proud, I am thankful, and the better I am as a therapist, the better I am as a person. The better I am as a person, the better I am as a therapist. The more I do to get better at being me, the more I'm able to help other people become better at being them. Jen helped change my life because I helped her change hers by providing a breadcrumb, by putting a pebble in the pond, by showing up authentically, by being exactly who we are. I'm proud, I'm thankful, and this is a story that I feel as though I had to share. You can do whatever you want to do with it. Big shout out, much love to Jen, Gin, Drink Brown. Appreciate you, 100%. Oftentimes, clients don't ever hear how they're doing, what they're doing, how they're impactful, the same way that therapists don't get to hear that either. So if you are seeing a therapist, let them know what they're doing. And if they suck, let them know. Don't ghost them. Because if you ghost them, they're going to mess up somebody else. They're going to bother somebody else. They're going to do bad service to somebody else. Be an advocate. Let them know, hey, you're horrible. Let me tell you how. Tell them. Because Jen told me. Oh, so good. So good. I'm glad she did, because I still have that chair and it is rocking and rolling. I ain't floated down yet. This has been another episode of Three Parallels Podcast with your host, the Dr. Jason Branch, where we rediscover who we are, we rediscover who we were, we embrace who we are, and we make room for that new chair. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you rocking with me. Listen, this podcast is just going to keep getting better. Why? Because I am. Holla! Thank you so much for joining me on the Three Parallels Podcast with your host, the Dr. Jason Branch, where we rediscover who we were, we embrace who we are, and we make room for who we're trying to become. If this podcast or this specific episode has been a blessing to you, please give it away. Drop some breadcrumbs and share it with others. Like, comment, subscribe, so you won't miss an episode. There's a new episode that comes out every Sunday and Wednesday, 9 p.m. Pacific time and 12 a.m. Eastern. Gator Talk. Gator Talk is the post-show Q&A session for the podcast. Every Friday, let's get ready to take the Three Parallels Podcast beyond the episode. Join me, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern for Gator Talk, our exclusive post-show Q&A session. Kick back, relax, step into the living room, a space for open, laid-back conversations with your hosts, me, Dr. Jason Branch, and fellow listeners. Let's break it all down together, what resonated, what hit home, and what's shifting in your journey from who you were to who you are and who you are becoming. It's real, it's raw, it's Gator Talk. Don't just listen, join the conversation. See you Friday. The Gator Scales Journal. It's game time. The Three Parallels Podcast just leveled up with a powerful new resource for your journey and transformation. Introducing the Gator Scales Journal, your personal guide to shifting you from who you were to embracing who you are and to recognize who you are becoming. This isn't just a journal, it's a game changer for your growth, mindset, and evolution. Click the link to order your copy today or check it out on Amazon. Take ownership of your progress and don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Let's get to work, baby Gators. Are you stuck in the trunk of your own car, watching life pass you by? It's time to slide into the driver's seat with a licensed therapist as your co-pilot. Whether it's your first time in therapy, you need a push for growth, or you finally ready to invest in your mental wellness, I got you. With over 20 years of experience, I help people move from who they were to embrace who they are and make room for who they're trying to become. Therapy with me is real, raw, intentional, authentic, and of course, hilarious. Let's break some cycles together, shift your mindset, and unlock your best self. I'm on the passenger side messing with the radio, holding the map up, and we're going wherever you would like to go. Give us a call today at 404-436-2540 or shoot me a text to book your free consultation. Check us out on the web at www.drjbranch.com. Look forward to connecting with you. Have a great day.